You got me next, right?
Caleb, we're ready when you're ready.
Okay, so imagine yourself in Mr. Gross's speech class having something due on, say, like a Tuesday or something like that. And you put it off, you put it off, you put it off. And then you take the pictures and you expect your camera to work, so you just keep putting it off till, well, I don't know, say Monday night at about 7 o'clock, and you're like, oh crap, the printer won't work, so we have to take them on a disposable. And then you take your pictures that don't look very good on a disposable, and you take it and you put it to Walgreens for the hour photo develop, and they say, oh, well, you're going to have to come in tomorrow morning and come get that. So you wake up early on your day of your speech, and you come in to Walgreens, and they're like, oh, well, they're not developed yet. So you wait till third hour when finally your mother brings your pictures in because they weren't developed until then, and you try to put it all together during lunch, and that's basically how I am. I'm a huge procrastinator. I will wait until the very last minute to try to get everything done, and it's definitely a flaw that I have because, as you can tell, this speech may not be the best.
Oh my God.
Well, I'm going to start off with my room. This is kind of how it is. Not in all type of way. We've got right here, other side, right here is the doorway. As soon as you come in and you walk in, you will see my dressers with their drawers all pulled out, never closed, bunch of stuff thrown on top. Sometimes, most times there's clothes right here that you'll trip over, and it's just a mess. Then, as you walk in a little further, you will see that my bed right here, which is never made, and actually that's probably the best it's looked in a while, because I don't believe in making your bed because, I mean, you're just gonna dirty it later that night, so yeah. And then over here is my pride and joy, is what I like to call it. It's my Xbox. And nobody in my house can go in my room near this area because if they trip a wire, mess it up or anything, I get irate. That is my number one thing in my room, besides for up here, my state championship ring and all my trophies kind of that went with basketball and stuff that I am very proud of in my room. I also have some like planet stuff for my favorite NBA team. I'm a big basketball oriented person, love basketball. And over here is, when my mom tells me to clean my room, I either throw it in this corner or I'll throw it in my closet. And that's how I clean my room because I'm just lazy and don't care. But going further into my state championship for the baseball team, I didn't play very much, and that's because, well, for one, I'm not really all that good. And two, Justin Strickerman, which was the guy, the senior above me, was an amazing baseball player. And, I mean, even just to be on that team, just, it feels great just to have this, just to say I was on a team that did great things and was great. And there's just no greater feeling in my opinion to what this ring means to me, really. And if you guys want to, be careful. Pass her around. But also, baseball was not the only great success I had. Last year, for our basketball team, varsity basketball team, we got districts and we went to the regional final and we played a team that we have never beat before. We still haven't beat them yet, but we've gotten closer and closer, and that year we had to beat them to get the regional final, and we fell short, and it was just an emotional time, but Coach Walzer gave us all these little trophies to show for what we accomplished and what we had, done that year. But then this year, I played actually this year on the team, and we were TVC champs again, and in the district final we had we beat Freeland twice this year, and it was on their court. And I hate to blame the refs for a lot of things, but the officiating was not that great, and we fell short, and they beat us in the district final. But one thing that we did get, other than just a great season, was these of the old gym. You know how I got all decorated or tore apart? Well, Coach Balder had our numbers, our name, and the year that the Shepherd Gym was still engraved into these pieces of boards off the floor, and gave it to us at the banquet. And that's just memorable, and I like it a lot. My family. I'm very, very close to my dad. My dad and me, we go back. He's taught me everything I know about sports, and yells at me when I don't do good, and will never say that I do good because he's just like that, trying to find and nitpick all of the bad things I do. My mom, she was just diagnosed this year with major depression, and I can't remember the name of it. There's some other thing that she has wrong with her, and she's fighting through it right now. And she's just different now. And I was never really nice to my mom when I was younger, and now that she's got that, and it just makes me appreciate her a heck of a lot more than I used to. And I feel bad for, I was the person that always put my parents between each other and tried to get my way that way. Never worked, but it was what I tried. And I just feel bad for them and stuff. And my sisters, Katie and Courtney, Katie's 13, Courtney's 9. Katie, most people will say she looks just like me and is just as tall as me. So, I mean, and we're pretty close. She does a lot of the same sports. She looks up to me. She thinks I'm just the best. And Courtney's the same way too. But other than that, I think that is my life in a nutshell.
Well done, bud. Well done, well done, well done.